This knife would make Bilbo Baggins crap his pants. And I simply mean due to the awesomeness of it. It'd be the ultimate everyday carry knife if you were a hobbit. It combines a handy little EDC with an item a hobbit can never be parted from, his tobacco pipe. I started making things at a pretty young age. It started with little wooden knives I'd make using real knives. And I mostly stuck to wooden things at the start as I didn't have a forge or an anvil. The thing that inspired me to become a craftsman is the Lord of the Rings, especially the Hobbit pipes. Well, really all of the tobacco pipes in the movie. And those were some of the first things that I'd make as a kid. Now, my parents didn't let me smoke, which I'd say is a strong positive, but they did allow me the freedom to carve these little pipes. Now, fast forward to today, and I'm a professional bladesmith and I don't do much pipe making anymore. But sometime last fall, I had this ridiculous idea of combining a knife with a pipe. What if the handle could be removed and fully function as a tobacco pipe? So I started researching tobacco pipes and found that the best ones are made from a wood called briar burl. It only grows in Italy, Greece, and Spain, and along the coastline. I found a US supplier for it and I got some ordered. It came in these big old root balls. I cut it up into the biggest blocks I could. I really didn't know what kind of shapes I'd get because I needed to cut along the natural splitting and cracks so that those wouldn't run through the piece. Now, I also heard you need to let this wood season and acclimate to its new environment, so I set these blocks aside for a few months, and after a while I checked them for cracks. After not finding any, I knew that I could start pipe knife. My basic idea is just that the handle can be removed and fully function as a pipe. Now, I am completely making this up as I go along. I know how to make pipes, sort of, and I know how to make knives, but combining the two is a whole new thing. Now, I made this little copper pin, and it's slightly tapered. That's going to be the mechanism that holds the handle to the knife. I dyed the briar red and then brown, which made it this really stunning deep red, and the grain is just amazing. I love it. I won't show it on YouTube, but the pipe's functionality is stellar. I'm curious how many of you might like pipe knife as much as I do, so I opened a wait list for a future drop. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me that